Lord, magnify you, lift you up. Thank you for this preaching opportunity. Now, God, we ask that the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart be acceptable in thy sight. Oh, Lord, who is my strength and my redeemer. God's people say amen. Good morning. Like Pepe Le Pew this morning. You look good too, you know. It's good Verse number 24. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled with the man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh. And the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. And he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let you go except thou bless me. And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince, thou hast power with God and with me, and hast prevailed. God is the God of your Jacob. Because God is the God of the best of us, and God is the God of the worst of us. And he said to Jacob, your name is Israel, and you don't even know it. And throughout Jacob's life, the Bible would say, and they ran to Israel and cried upon him. And in the next verse it would say, and Jacob spoke and said. The Bible says that when Jacob was about to die, Israel sat up in the bed and strengthened himself. When we look at this man Jacob, we're looking at an interesting character. Jacob married a series of women, but fell in love with one, Rachel. He fell in love with Rachel, but he ended up with Leah. Jacob got hooked up with the wrong woman. He ended up married to someone he wasn't in love with, and he was miserable. I'm not talking about anybody now. I'm just talking about Jacob, because that's what's in the book. Jacob was married to one woman and in love with another. And the Bible says, on his wedding night, he ended up with Leah after he had worked 7 years to get Rachel. But Rachel's dad, old man Laban, a trickster and a con artist in his own right, slipped Leah in on him. Leah's name was Gazelle, who the King James Version refers to her as tender-eyed. Some versions call her tangle-eyed. My granddaddy would call her cockeyed. Y'all ain't got to sit there, y'all know what I'm talking about. But I don't want to focus on Leah, because the problem here is Jacob. He spent the night with a woman that he did not know. The Bible says he spent the night with Leah, thinking it was Rachel. And in the morning, when he looked in her face, he said, Leah, what is this thing about me? That they can have intercourse with one woman and never look in her face. Or don't look at me funny. I'm not talking off the top of my head. It's in the book. Jacob slept with Leah all night long and didn't even knew who she was. Touching her all night long and never knew who she was. Is there a distinction between intercourse and intimacy? Ain't nobody saying nothing. That brings up a question. Have you looked your wife in the face? Do you know who she really is? How can you spend that much time with somebody and never look in their face? You do know that being face-to-face is symbolic of cutting covenant, don't you? You see, when you cut covenant with someone, you do it face-to-face. That's what God said about Moses. He said, other prophets I talk to in dreams and visions, but Moses I talk to face-to-face. How can you have a covenant with somebody that you've never seen face to face. Jacob had not seen Leah face to face. Have you seen your man face to face? Have you seen your woman? Oh, it's quiet in here now. I done took all the air out of the room. Face to face. So he married one woman, and then he worked another 7 years for the woman he loved. And by the way, Jacob mistreated Leah and put her through all sorts of abuse. But God still blessed her anyway. God blessed her because God has a way of blessing folk that other folk don't like. If you ever learn that, you'll almost be glad that they don't like you.